I didn't write IELTS when I was applying. I didn't have an
Wow.
IELTS. Yes, I got the job and I didn't have the IELTS results.
Are you kidding me? I'm just
It's
shocked.
now people, when you tell people, people don't, but I didn't. Sincerely, Clara, I had just my passport and my
What?
vaccine card.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. In today's video, I bring to you a very amazing soul, a special person, okay? And guys, the most amazing thing about this woman right here is that she got a job in the UK all the way from Nigeria. So today, I brought her to the channel so she could explain everything to you guys in details, explain the whole process and how the journey was for her. So, Anita, welcome to my channel. Please, could you
Thank
introduce
you.
yourself?
Anita Nzewi, and I'm also a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm a healthcare assistant in the UK by God's grace. I came here. This is my third month of coming to the UK.
Wow. It doesn't
Um,
look like it doesn't look like your third month. Yeah, you fresh.
leave that. So, this is actually my third month of coming in here. So, sometime in January, a friend of mine sent me that UK is recruiting healthcare assistants to come in here and work for them. They would give you sponsorship and all of that. So
Yeah.
I looked into it and I really didn't understand it. I sent it to my sister, who is a nurse here, for her
Wow,
to
really?
explain. Yeah, for her to explain the stuff to me. So she explained it and said she's actually been hearing this, but she would ask her friend who is a nurse as well.
Okay.
So she got to her friend, and the friend probably must have discussed things with her. The friend sent
Wow.
me a link. Yeah, the girl is a YouTuber as well. She sent a link to my sister, and my sister sent me the link. She said, apply. And also, she was like, look up for YouTubers who are saying things like this, and also keep applying to this, that it's actually true. That she
Oh,
just confirmed from her friend that people are coming in through the healthcare thing.
yeah.
So that's it.
And sorry to cut you. I watched some of your videos and I found out that you really don't even have any background in healthcare first to start with, but you got this job. So how did you really, because I really want to know, I go about telling my subscribers, oh, make sure you get experience at least in the healthcare sector before you start applying for jobs and the rest of it. But from your video, I didn't hear anything like that. I didn't see anything like that. So how did you do it? Let's know.
Funny thing is, it's true. I studied history and international studies.
Wow.
I never studied any health related course or anything. Sadly, there was nothing like having a health background or having to work in a sector or something, all of that.
Okay, so what I was trying to ask you was, did you volunteer? Did you have to go and volunteer in a health sector? Okay, before for you to put that experience or for you to put that in your CV before you start applying for the job. I
Okay,
know
so
it's not necessarily that a healthcare background, but most people go about saying, "Oh, make sure you volunteer in a particular healthcare sector. You volunteer in hospital. You volunteer in care homes. Back home in Nigeria, back home in Ghana." Do you think this is actually necessary for one to do?
I didn't volunteer to work in any place. I
What?
didn't.
So you didn't do
But
those?
I didn't.
Wow,
Honestly, I didn't. People are paying a lot to volunteer in these hospitals.
that is
So,
another story entirely, and it gets me so annoyed when I see people going about paying to volunteer. Not even that. Most people now pay agents. And I'm like, geez, you could actually get this job yourself. You
that's
know,
the truth.
I'm not saying getting the job is gonna be so easy, but one thing I've observed is that people would like to complain more instead of putting in the work. You get what I mean? People prefer to spend all their time complaining and complaining. Oh, Clara, the care link you put, they're no more recruiting. Complain and complain. I'm like, geez. Someone like me, I would just, after going there and they're no more recruiting, I'll look for the next one that is recruiting, on that same platform. But people just spend their time complaining and complaining without putting in the work. Firstly,
Mm-hmm.
getting the care job is not going to be easy. It's not easy for anyone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
However, you need to put in the work, okay? So why go about paying agents is what I'm still trying to understand. Because Anita, yeah, firstly, you didn't pay any agent, you didn't volunteer in any
You,
any
sorry to
care
tell you
home,
this.
you know?
If people don't want to believe, because I also learned to understand that people are being charged and all of that. Maybe if you would want to ask me that, we could discuss that. But then people find it hard to believe you that when I was actually applying for this, Clara, I don't sleep. Sincerely,
Wow. Tell me
I don't
about
sleep.
it.
I don't sleep at night. So my sister would send me a link. She would send me a link and be like, "Okay, apply to this, use that." Then what I do is, at the point, I asked her, "Where can I get directly these jobs and see them for myself?" Then she told me about Indeed. Indeed was very useful. I think I say it in my video as well. Indeed was
Indeed is
really
the
very.
name.
So I had to register with Indeed. You see them clearly stating that tier two sponsorship is available for
Yeah,
international candidates or something like
yeah,
that. So you see these jobs and you apply. And then you see them replying you. But the funny thing is, unfortunately this, unfortunately
yeah,
that, or they want someone
yeah,
who is driving and all of that. But had it been I gave up, probably I wouldn't be here today. So
yeah.
if you try to tell people that this is it, this is what you need to apply, you can apply to over 50 and you get unfortunately, but don't give up. And
And
now that it's getting more competitive, you have to
yeah.
put in, if you're putting 50%, you should put in 80 or 90%.
Anita, I think you are like an angel now, sent to this my channel to tell my subscribers, okay? Like, I'm a very sincere person. I don't like to take glory for myself. I don't like to prove what I'm not. I go about telling them most of the time that most of those jobs I bring here to you guys, it's from Indeed, okay? Not because I'm also looking for job. I'm not looking for job. I did UK already. I did work. But I'm trying to still put in the effort to look for a job for them. Now imagine me that I'm not the one trying to get this job, okay, but still I don't sleep at night just to bring these
Making
jobs
efforts.
to
Oh,
platform. So I used to think you that you want to come to the UK, yeah. Me, I'm already in the UK enjoying myself, but you that you want to come to the UK, why not do the same thing? Have sleepless nights the way I'm having sleepless nights, okay? But I think most of them just want you to bring it to your channel for them to go and apply, and that is so wrong, okay? Because I do tell them, create an account on Indeed. Indeed is the number one. Trust me. You can go to Glassdoor, you can go to Red.co or whatever, but Indeed is the number one. And on Indeed, you can't tell me that you apply for 1,000 jobs on Indeed without you getting at least one. If
yeah.
you don't get one, just know that village people they pursue you from your house. They don't wash your head. Okay.
But that's
So
actually the truth. That's the
yeah.
truth.
So let's talk about the process now. Getting this job now, you said you got it from Indeed and you got it
Mhm.
from Nigeria.
I didn't write IELTS when I was applying. I didn't have an
Wow.
IELTS. Yes, I got the job and I didn't have the IELTS results.
Are you kidding me? I'm just
It's
shocked.
now people, when you tell people, people don't, but I didn't. And I was being scared about it at a point. I was like, I had to explain to them after my interview, because after I had my interview, I asked them a question, please. What I remember asking them, what's this job all about? Because it's entirely new to me. Although you read these things, but you need at least for them to tell you this is what you're coming to do. So after
Yeah.
they said it, and now they said, if let me get them. They said, if we take you on this job, we'll be needing you to get this, this, this. They mentioned all these documents. And that's at that time, sincerely, Clara, I had just my passport and my
What?
vaccine card.
No IELTS,
No,
no
no, no, no,
certificate from
nothing.
Florence or whatever you call it,
Sincerely,
no
nothing.
notary. Like this is so
No,
amazing. I think
nothing.
God was just on your side. Let's just say that,
I
But you still put
That's
in the
just
work.
it.
You were blessed. You're lucky, but you still put in the work by, like you mentioned earlier, you don't even sleep at night.
I
You said
don't.
that.
I don't.
Wow.
And when you tell people, it's like you're maybe coming out to, because you got this and you're coming out to tell people, this is this, this is that. But the truth is, I don't sleep at night. 1, 2, 3 a.m. I'm up. My mom is asking me, won't you sleep? I'll tell her, no, I'm looking for job adverts.
What? Sometimes when I post stuff on my YouTube channel, when I post most of these jobs, I do end it with, guess what? Nothing good comes easy. And that's the
Hmm.
truth. You want something good, but it doesn't come easy. You have to
And
put in the, you have to
just
double the effort.
there is a part I left out actually. A day, I got the mail for my interview a day before my interview. I think they sent it 2 days ago, but I didn't see that they've
Wow.
already scheduled me for an interview. So randomly, because I'm always on emails, my emails checking and all that, I came across the mail they sent. You've been scheduled for an interview. I was like, what?
But you didn't see this.
And it's just tomorrow. And it's just tomorrow. Clara, I didn't sleep that night. I started browsing possible interview questions for UK healthcare assistants. I started reading. I started making notes that night. And in the
What?
morning, sometimes I also direct people on my YouTube. I tell them, search this on Google. Google sometimes have what you need.
Yeah.
Then come to YouTube, type it, everything you need. I studied my IELTS. I did IELTS practicals on YouTube.
No, you didn't attend no class.
Man, which class?
Wow, this is amazing.
It was just how many weeks? I think it was just 2 weeks or so. I had to prepare for my IELTS. But I must say, my sister was very helpful because she have gone through something like that, so she was helpful. So I wouldn't say it's just all to myself. You understand? But then
Yes.
I made,
What you know.
back to the interview questions. I made the notes myself that night. In the morning, I went through everything I felt okay, I need to know. Then and in the morning, I still didn't sleep. I think around 2 a.m. I messaged my sister, I'm having an interview. Please, can you send me questions? And she was sleeping because she replied me around and she was at work that day.
Wow.
She replied me around, would I say 10 or thereabouts, and my interview was by 2.
What?
And when she sent in her questions and loads of possible, okay, just read this, read that, I started reading. And I told her, during your break, please, can you call me so that we can have an interview? So you can ask me questions. I would answer you. This is
Wow.
just, I'm not doing this. I wasn't doing this because, how would I say it? I was doing it because I need something. And I was
Yeah.
in, like, I needed it. You know how badly. If you're from Nigeria, you should know I needed to leave that country. I needed to leave. Sincerely, I needed to leave
Oh,
that country. So I was like, I've been getting, unfortunately, and these people have scheduled me for an interview. And I was reading for my interview. I read when my sister was on break, she called me and she asked me questions. She was like, "Oh, you're doing good. Just try to read up." And I had my interview by 2. And I'll tell you, I failed some of the because if they ask you, you don't know is you don't know.
you don't
But
know it
I
all.
wasn't
Why?
I wasn't so eager to tell them I don't know. I just tried
Yeah.
to maneuver it, find my way
Yeah.
around it at least to give an
Just
idea.
use your brain. Yeah.
Yeah. So after my interview, I called my sister. I was shaking. I said, I don't know how I did, but I think I just tried my best, you know. And they said they were going to get back to me after a week. After a week, yeah. That if they don't reply after 1 week, then I didn't get the
Job.
whatever. And 1 week I didn't hear from them.
What?
Then I was almost giving up because I had this interview. I can't, I think on a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was next week, Monday, they didn't reply because that's 1 week to me. On Tuesday, I think they replied on Wednesday or Thursday. You've successfully, whatever, you've been given a conditional offer, job offer, subject to the conditions I mentioned earlier that I should provide all those things. The
Mm-hmm.
IELTS. So you can imagine I
Okay.
was now in a hot seat. I needed to get
Mm.
my IELTS done. I needed to get my CB tests. I needed to get my police
Mhm.
reports and
Mhm.
all of that. So the
Wow.
next, I started making plans. I was in Anambra then. If Nigerians here will know the distance between Anambra and Lagos,
Yeah.
and I didn't have flight money, and I was jumping on buses, GUO. I was jumping on GUO like every time I was going to Lagos and coming back because most of these things that they require, they have a specific
Location.
place that you need to get them. Just like your TB test, it's IOM, either Abuja or Lagos.
Yeah.
You need it. Then your police report, I think either Lagos or Abuja. So Lagos was, and talking considering the insecurity issues with the Abuja, the way to Abuja and all of that, and I wasn't
Mhm.
flying, so I was always using Lagos. I was going to Lagos. I was going to Lagos like I was going from Anambra to Onitsha. From what am I saying?
Wow.
From Nnewi to Onitsha or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can imagine. So it was really a very hot moment for me. But when you come out now, you tell people, I see some of the comments, you tell people, it's more like they are saying you're lying and you don't know what you're
Yeah.
saying and all of that.
Yeah.
But
Some will be like, oh, everybody want to be a YouTuber. Everyone want to talk about UK immigration. Everybody want to talk about care job. But the truth is that those that have here, the Bible said those that have here, let them hear. You know what I mean? So those that want to listen, let them listen and let them follow through. I have someone that came to my DM just on Sunday telling me that the advice I gave to her, she told it to one of her friend, and the friend got the job within 2 months. Of course, left to some people be like, oh yeah, take all the glory, but I was shocked. Do you know why? I'm like, what? Indeed, that person. If in case you don't understand this is like a Nigerian slang, okay? Now, person we want something and they pursue them. It
mm-hmm,
means in English, someone that wants something goes after it. I was shocked. And she, what I told,
mm-hmm,
she has been onto this stuff for the past 6 months. She hasn't even gotten a job. And the friend that she told got the job. He even landed UK and only told her when he's already in UK. You get what I'm trying to say? And
mm-hmm,
I'm like, okay, you that I told earlier on, why haven't you gotten the job? Say, Clara, I won't lie to you. I haven't really applied for more job. I've just been, lazy now. But I said, wow, you see? She said, Clara, wow, so this thing is real. Oh. So this thing is real. I was like, what? So she was a little bit skeptical before. Assuming this her friend hasn't gotten the job, she would still be skeptical. But as of now, this girl comes to my DM every hour. Say, Clark, okay, where would I do this? Where would I do this one? Where would I take my health exam? I'm like, wow, so you're interested now? you know? So, like you said, people will think you are lying, but
mm-hmm,
just keep on doing you. I see your YouTube channel, the way you create values for your followers, your subscribers you put out. So, guys, if you haven't followed and now, at this moment, please pause this video, go and follow her. Eh? When you follow her, come back. Her name on YouTube is Anita Nzewi. So go and follow her. I'll be leaving the name boldly on the screen, okay? Subscribe immediately, okay? So go on, Jerry. I don't feel like ending this video. This is about 22 minutes into this video, and I don't feel like ending it. Like, I've had a lot of testimonies from different people, but yours is just like God was on your side and still is on your side, and you put
mm-hmm.
in the work, you know.
It's just
So
about putting it. Okay, so I have someone, a subscriber, who came to my Instagram and was asking me about questions and all of that. So I gave out, and I was like telling her, don't restrict yourself because we probably there are over how many agencies here is a lot. The
yeah,
organizations are much, and you don't know which angle these people will come from asking you these questions. So don't rely on what I'm just telling you. Just read up a lot. People just want you to do things for them. They just want you to do this, do that. And actually, someone was even scamming people on my channel. And I told them some people that fell to that, when they chatted me up, when they chatted the real account, the original account, I told them, do you know why you fell to that? Because you don't listen to my videos properly and you don't you want people
It's
to do
just
things for
skipping.
you. How can you
Yeah.
be paying someone just now to get a certificate from they talk about Florence Academy. People keep, please, Clara, you also need to clarify this. Florence Academy, is it was
It's
it
free.
recognized? Is it recognized in the UK? Or
Yeah,
is
I know someone who used it to get a job. Yeah.
people keep not even just someone, people use Florence. In fact, when I did trading, they told me, my trainer told me Florence Academy is recognized. So I tell people Florence Academy is free. Have even just today that we are doing this, today I
Hmm.
did a course on Florence Academy this morning because I'm building up my CV.
Yeah.
So people, you tell people to do things and they want you to do. Why would you pay someone 30,000, 40,000 to do a course that you can just do for yourself? And it will even help you because when these people are interviewing you, in as much as they say no experience, but they want you at least to have an idea of what you are coming here to do
Hmm.
so that you don't come
Exactly.
and create problem for either the organization or you yourself. People are going to people are being jailed here. This one
Yeah.
probably is a story for
Exactly.
another day. That is it.
Story for another day, my
So
dear. I hear every day. People are being jailed because when they get in, they
mhm.
don't know how to use the oils and the rest. I know we don't have those stuff in Nigeria. Let's be truthful. Reason why you still need to do some training,
For
like on
yourself
Florence,
and also
like
when
for
the
yourself. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's going to help you. That's what I'm trying to say. Why tell someone to do training for you when you will learn when you're training yourself? So that when a question comes and you be like, I think I've come across this and you can answer or maneuver your way, just like Nigerians that we are. You can find a way around it and no,
Yeah.
Nigerians are tough people and
Yeah. We're
I
very
like
strong.
that. They're tough people. In fact, these healthcare jobs here that the Nigerians are coming in, I'm very sure that these organizations are enjoying it because Nigerians are really hardworking people.
Yeah.
That is it. I'm not sure
Nigerians.
any other, maybe Africans generally are very strong people.
So
I
let's
don't
say
think
this
there
way.
is.
If one can survive in Nigeria, our jungle. If one can survive in Nigeria, why can't the person survive here? You know, when you sleep and you start thinking of you going back to Nigeria, you have to double the effort. Say no, I must put in the effort. I must do this. I must do that. Not to return back.
And I mean,
Ah,
when your money is coming, when you're being paid for what you're doing, you double the hustle. I work and I get paid. That's just the business here.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that is
true.
it. So you just tell people, do this for yourself, do this. They want someone to do it for them. You only
Yeah,
need a guide. You're here to, as okay, someone who is talking about immigration and all of that.
yeah,
And you're here to serve as a guide to people. They can ask you
exactly.
questions, and when they get confused, they can come back and ask you questions, and then they are good. But they want you to do this, do that, do that. And it doesn't make
You
sense
know,
at all.
a lot of people have been asking me, Clara, are you going to create a link for a one-on-one session, this and that? I want to have a one-on-one session with you. I'm not trying to badge any YouTuber that does this. I also thought of that. I wanted to do it. I'm like, but I took a vibrator, like a moment to say, I know our Africans, so I know our people, especially with Nigerians. If I create a link and I give them like a one-on-one session, which means you're just trying to put them through on how to get this job, what link to use to get the job and the care certificates and the rest of it. And at the end of the day, maybe they pay you £20, £18, and they don't even end up getting this job. They're going to come back to you saying you scam them, because they would think that, oh, the link or the training, the one-on-one session means you're giving them assurance that they will get the job the next day. So that goes back to how people always want you to do things
To
for
do
them,
things for them.
you know. A lot of people
You,
still say, "Get me a
I
job." I'm
had
like,
some
"How
people
to get you
paid
a
up
job? You have
to
to get yourself a job."
I had some people they were paying up to 100 and something thousand to secure care certificates, and I'm asking them this question: what if after paying those such amount of money and you don't get the job? What happens? What happens? You will feel bad. We are all humans. So this I keep
Hundred
telling
and
people.
something. Even with the amount I'm earning now, if I should lose 100 and something naira, hey, I will cry for nothing tomorrow.
In UK, you need to find.
So, Anita, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to this channel today, for giving this vital information to my audience, for the encouragement, okay? Because this is not just you saying your success story or giving out your testimonies, but with a few things you've said now, I've taken note of, you are still trying to encourage more people to come down here, okay? Because if you were a selfish person, you say, after all, I'm here in the UK, I'm just going to give this information to my brothers and my sisters and bring them here. But look at you, still going out of your way, you know, still going out of your way to still bring value to people around the world from Africa, Asia, every other person looking to secure this kind of job in the UK. And honestly, I'm so thankful. Okay, so guys, please leave in the comment section. Help me tell Anita a very big thank you, because this woman right here, she's so wonderful. And also, again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.